customers.
Try the newest, cheapest, and fastest delivery na express sa service. Introducing Moto Express PH. You can now leave your shopping and delivery needs with us without much exposure and interaction to people outside. Mapa-grocery items, medicines, foods, and other essentials and halal-certified products, kami na ang mamimili at maghahatid sa'yo. Sinisigurado na ligtas, in good and quality condition ang mga pabili o order sa delivery service na iyong i-avail. Para sa maayos at mabilis na delivery at order mo, ipamoto mo na. Download Moto Express PH app through Google Play that is built to deliver beyond your expectation. Tara na dito sa Moto Express. Dahil moto mo to.
Sa panahong marami sa atin ay biktima ng pandemya. Sa simpleng paraan, paano tayo makakapaghatid ng saya? Po. Ano po, meron po akong delivery sa inyo? Magandang ano po. Pinapunta po ako ni Mariel dito. Kayo po ba si Chape? Opo, meron pong pinadala si Mariel na order po ninyo. Ito po yung order nyo. Tapos, ito po yung regalo po niya sa inyo.
Ay, thank you.
Opo. Pwede pong papirmahan po lang po dito.
Pwede.
Opo. Opo. Maraming salamat daw po sa lagi niyong pag-order sa
Pwede kayo na lang pumirma, parang autograph.
Maraming salamat. Opo. Lagi po kayong umu-order daw po sa kanya.
Actually, nag-start lang ako nung Father's Day and then nagustuhan ng mga anak ko.
Opo.
Sa sinundan ko. Pero sa this time, syempre ang paborito ni Robin ang salpikaw at tapa ni Robin.
Opo. Dito lang po, pakipirmahan lang po dito. Opo.
Dito lang po?
Opo. Opo. Yan. Opo.
Picture?
Opo. Picture po tayo. Ako din po, magpipicture din po ako para proof ng ng delivery po. Tataas ko lang po ito. Opo. Ako na po ma'am, para hindi po kayo mabigatan. Yan. Maraming salamat po ma'am sa pagtangkilik niyo po kay Mariel. Opo.
Lagi ako mo-order nito, basta ko yung
Ay, yes ma'am. Opo. Maraming salamat po. Salamat po. Ulitin po ma'am. Salamat po. Tawagan ko lang po si Mariel para makausap niyo. Hello, babe. Ito na. Na-deliver ko na kay Ma'am Cha. Ito na si Ma'am Cha.
Napakagandang surprise. Thank you po. Ay, thank you po. Mauulit po. Thank you po. Thank you din po. Thank you po sa gift. Thank you po.
Okay pa.
Yes. Yes, thank you rin po. Thank you po.
Salamat po ma'am. Salamat po. Salamat po.
Thank you
Thank you po.
po.
Enjoy po. Thank you po. Sa pamamagitan ng dekalidad na serbisyo, hangad ng Moto Express na makapaghatid ng ngiti sa bawat Pilipino. Tara na!
Are
you craving for some milk tea and donuts but you're watching your diet? Good news! You can now enjoy a healthier and superbly delicious keto milk tea and donuts here at Winkle Milk Tea and Winkle Donut. Has fewer calories, so it's good for the health and diet conscious and controlling weight. Why choose Winkle Milk Tea and Winkle Donut? The first halal certified milk Winkle Teas and Winkle Donut in the Philippines. The first healthy keto milk tea franchise in the Philippines. FDA approved. Uniquely infused milk tea flavors with high quality ingredients and premium taste. And if you want a healthy and refreshing franchise opportunity, a competitive healthy blended milk tea and donut franchise awaits you. We have business opportunity options you can choose from. Online seller, micro franchise, unit franchise, master franchise, international franchise. Order via our Facebook page, Winkle Tea and Winkle Donut, or contact 0995-551-4380 to experience this happiness in a box with your favorite Winkle Milk Tea and Winkle Donut.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to teach you on how to register in our platform. Firstly, you need to click www.ejasmine.com. This is how our platform interface looks like once you click www.ejasmine.com. As you can see, on the top right corner, click the login or register button. You will see two options, which is login button and register button. If you already have an account, just simply fill in your details. But if you does not have an account, click the register button and fill in your details requirement. If you are interested for becoming a vendor, you can click become a vendor button below. For vendor registration, you need to complete the details requirement. If you have halal certificate, you need to upload it on this section. Last but not least, once you have completed all the detail requirements, just click the register button. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh sa inyong lahat. Alhamdulillah, ito po yung lingkod Elenida Diez na makakasama po ninyo on this premiere episode po of the program CEBU. Today's premiere episode is I'm going to give you some parang overview lang po of what is my beautiful province is all about. And of course, in the succeeding episode po of our program Cebu, I will try my best to give you a virtual tour of what Cebu is all about, the people, the culture, the places that you would really love to visit in my place. Alhamdulillah. So sa mga taga Cebu, maayong hapon kaninyong tanan, and sa ato ang mga igsoon nga mga Muslim, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh po sa inyong lahat. And again, alhamdulillah, we have this program, and I hope po you would be with me for the remaining 45 minutes and try to have a wonderful time with me, and I will give you some idea po what is Cebu. Of course, this is not just the totality, but a glimpse of what Cebu is all about. Have you ever asked why Cebu is considered as the Queen City of the South? Well, ito, I hope that I can expound more on this, and of course, this title of Cebu as the Queen City of the South. Cebu got this title because it is of its strategic and economic importance to the country. Paano po yan nangyayari? Cebu is definitely the most like, parang kagaya siya ng Singapore as it is to or is an economic hub in the country. And you know what? Sa mga hindi pa po nakabisita ng Cebu, Cebu has this, we have the Mactan International Airport, for example, the Mactan Cebu International Airport, which is the second busiest airport in the Philippines. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh po. Press Ismail Abaya. Balik na po kayo sa Cebu, inshallah. Yes, nakakamiss po talaga ang Cebu and you know it well, Press Ismail Abaya. Alhamdulillah. Thank you for having that attachment to our place. Alhamdulillah. Marami po ang talagang dumadayo sa probinsya ng Cebu. Alhamdulillah. Marami pong mga tourists. Well, in fact po, yung sa Mactan Cebu International Airport, which as I have mentioned earlier, this is the second busiest airport in the Philippines. You know what? This is located at Mactan Island, especially that is called the Lapu-Lapu City. And this Lapu-Lapu City, this is 15 kilometers east of Cebu City. Just imagine, the Mactan Island is a small island po and is connected to Cebu, the main Cebu, with two bridges. Yung dalawa pong bridges that connects the Mactan Island and Cebu is I would like to share with you that we have two bridges po. With this, you can just imagine how the population of Cebu is growing. With these two bridges po, one is the Sirio Osmeña, we have the, let me check on my notes, alhamdulillah. We have po the Marcelo Fernan Bridge, as well as the Sirio Osmeña Bridge. So yung dalawang bridges that connects the Mactan Island with the main island Cebu is the Sirio Osmeña Bridge as well as the Marcelo Fernan Bridge. And from that Mactan Island po, you would be traveling 15 kilometers reaching Cebu City. Alhamdulillah. And talking about yun pong aming Mactan Cebu International Airport po, in 2019, this already catering a lot of passengers po. We receive, there is the direct flight from other countries to the Mactan Island. And of course, can you just imagine the area that is covered for that airport is 797 hectares. So imagine how wide is that Mactan Cebu International Airport. And alhamdulillah, recently or way back in 2019, it caters more, in my opinion, 12 million passengers annually, and alhamdulillah. So there are a lot of tourists coming into Cebu. And why is that so? You know, there are a lot of pristine beaches in our place, and there are a lot of beautiful places to go Two, to have your educational tour, your vacation, historical tour, for example, and many more. With this different tourist destination, you would really love coming back to Cebu. Later, I will share with you what are these some of the sites in Cebu of which are really frequented by our uh, foreign visitors. But before I would discuss this, let me give you some background po. Who are, for example, the prominent people in our country who came from Cebu? And for example, another is that what event that uh, what event happened in Cebu of which could really uh, give us an impression that Cebu is known of this and other. So I would like to share with you first who are these prominent people in our country who came from Cebu. And I'm proud to share with you, mga kapatid ko sa Islam and ating mga kababayan, and this few people that I would like to mention is they are our pride of Cebu. So one, for example, is the late President Senior Osmeña Senior, a Filipino politician who served as the fourth president of the Philippines from 1944 to 1946. Yes, and he was also the vice president under late President Manuel L. Quezon. Okay, so we have a president, a Cebuano president, the first president of the Philippines who was born in Cebu. Another is that I am also proud to share with you the another person who has also great contribution in our country. He lived, he was from Cebu, especially in the southeastern part of Cebu, and that is from Argao. You know what? Argao might be, some of you are familiar with torta. Torta from Argao, yes. And this Argao is not only known for its torta, but this is known for that person I would describe to you, I would share with you, this late Honorable Justice Hilario Hilbolingo Davidi Jr. He was from Cebu. Of course, yung family members niya are rooted really in Argao. And you know what? In history, I've learned from late Honorable Justice Hilario Hilbolingo Davidi Jr. when he visited Cebu nga, my hometown, I really could remember well that he mentioned Cebu nga was then a barangay of Argao. And Alhamdulillah, this barangay became also one of the 44 municipalities of Cebu province. Alhamdulillah. And that's Cebu nga po. Alhamdulillah. And with regards to event po, might be yung sa inyo, naalala niyo yung that was a tragic incident po, yung pangyayari, yung pong there was a aircraft disaster of which involved po yung ating late President Ramon Del Fierro Magsaysay Sr. Doon po yung nangyari ang tragic incident na yan in Balamban. It was on 17th of March 1957. Okay, so at least meron na kayong mga idea po ano ang Cebu o sino yung mga kilalang mga tao ng ating bansa na may connection sa probinsya po ng Cebu. Alhamdulillah. Okay, So, ano pa? What else would you want to know from our place? You know what? There's really a growing population of people who are residing and visiting, of course, residing in the province of Cebu, as well as in the major cities of Cebu. Walaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh po, Brother Clint D. Hasan. Salamat po sa inyong panunood. Alhamdulillah, ito po yung nagbigay sa akin ng kasiyahan. Alhamdulillah. Thank you po. Ang Cebu po ay may 6 na cities. And what are these cities? Of course, one is Cebu City. Pangalawa yung Mandaue City, Lapu-Lapu City, Toledo City, Danao City, Talisay City. Of course, each of these cities that I have mentioned, these have unique mga features po na kung nasa Cebu po kayo, you would really love the place, you would really love the people, the culture, at marami pa pong iba. And of course, I believe you would really wants to come back to Cebu. Alhamdulillah. So sa mga nakabisita po sa Cebu, I believe you understand what I am saying. Yes, talaga po napakaganda ng Cebu and very peaceful po ang aming province. Alhamdulillah. Marami tayong mga kapatid, marami tayong mga kababayan from different provinces. Halimbawa, marami tayong mga kapatid o mga kababayan from Mindanao. And of course, may mga kapatid o mga kababayan din tayo from Luzon. And this is really a mixture of different culture. And you would really love to see, for example, when you are in Cebu City, you would see a lot of, for example, merchant Muslims. And of course, you added to this the foreigners who keep coming back to Cebu. And Alhamdulillah, this our place, aside from the, I would really say it is an economic hub in the Central Visayas. Marami po dito na mga institutions, colleges and universities. Kung bagitin natin yung halimbawa, if one would have their medical degree, we have institutions like the Southwestern at marami pa pong iba. And marami universities in Cebu City. Alhamdulillah. So kaya nga po, hindi po talaga magtataka yung iba why yung mga kababayan natin from Mindanao at sa ibang mga karatig bayan po from, let's say, eastern part of the Visayas or the western part of Visayas, na pumupunta sila rito po sa Cebu. Alhamdulillah. And of course, with regards to employment, a lot of businesses or business establishment po dito sa Cebu. In Cebu City, there is what we call the IT Park, the Ayala, of which yung mga BPO industries po ay talagang umusbong sila just like mushroom ba? Ang daming mga high-rise building, not only catering to foreigners, to local tourists, for hotel accommodations, but those high-rise building also po ay doon po may mga different call centers po na catering different services worldwide. Alhamdulillah. So maraming mga let's say mga nai-employ talaga with this establishment po in our province, especially in Cebu City. Yung sa Mandaue City naman po, of course, might be in the history, this was just part of Cebu City, but because of the growing population of Cebu City, o kaya yung that Mandaue City, naging parang it it gains its independence from Cebu City. And then yung sa Lapu-Lapu City, kagaya ng na-mention ko sa inyo kanina, it's not only the site where there is that what we call the Mactan Cebu International Airport. Marami pong mga beaches, marami pong mga tourist destinations sa Lapu-Lapu City. And of course, that area po, yung sa Mactan, yung sa Lapu-Lapu City, it is known to be the place where the shrine of the first hero of our country was. Okay? Of course, ang binabanggit ko po is Datu Lapu-Lapu. Of course, siguro from your research, may mga ibang version kayo of who was really the first hero of our country. I'm just basing lang po, ginagamit ko lang po yung opinion ko at yung mga natutunan ko po sa history. Of course, Lapu-Lapu, the island of Lapu-Lapu got its name from that first hero of the Central Visayas. Alhamdulillah. And next, yung sa Toledo City po, sa mga hindi pa nakabisita ng Cebu, the Toledo City, ito po yung maraming may mining corporation po sa Toledo City. So just imagine Toledo City is also rich in ores or mineral resources, and of course maraming mga let's say naitutulong rin ito sa ating mga kapwa Cebuanon. Alhamdulillah. Next, yung sa Danao City. Danao City po, that is located in the northern eastern part of Cebu. And sa mga hilig po sa technology, there is that manufacturing company in Danao, which is owned by the Duranos. These are the prominent people in Cebu. Marami pong na-employed sa kanilang mga factory, and this I think these are just focusing much on the, let's say, yung parang mga pisa o mga parts ng mga cellphone o iba't iba pong technology. And then next po yung sa Talisay City. Alhamdulillah, yung Talisay City parang lumalawak din po siya, and then there is what we call noon po kasi it was a parang swampy area, matubig siya na area, of course along the seashore siya, but because of the dream of our Cebuano officials, this later was turned into an economic hub po. May mga malalaking mga establishment na po dun sa yung part of Talisay, and this is what we call the SRP, the South Reclamation Project or the SRP. Alhamdulillah. So, sa mga hindi pa nakapunta ng Cebu, I hope nagkakaroon na kayo ng excitement po na mabisita talaga. Hopefully, kahit po sa pandemic, diba pwede naman po kayo mag-travel, but of course, following protocol po ng ating government. And aside from that, na-mention ko po sa inyo the 6 component cities of Cebu, we have also 44 municipalities in the province po. Alhamdulillah. And of course, yung sa 44 municipalities, pag napuntahan mo po mga different municipalities ng Cebu, iba-iba po yung may offer na attraction po sa inyo. Okay? Yes, totoo po yan. And bago po ko po ibanggitin sa inyo alin sa mga tourist destinations po na nandoon sa different districts po of Cebu province, I would like to mention po sa inyo na this is the sign of progressing Cebu. One is the presence po of a Cordova Cebu Link Expressway. You know what? This is a project that costs 30 billion pesos. Yes, that's true. Just imagine that island, Cordova, and nailing po um, yung bridge to the SRP po, yung nabanggit ko kanina na the South Reclamation Project po. And just imagine the flow of traffic. So of course, sa ngayon po, may mga portion po ng national road natin, lalo na papuntang Cebu City, there's really that bottleneck. Kasi of course, nag-improve ang buhay ng tao, dumarami yung mga sasakyan, maraming opportunities na naibigay po sa mga taga Cebu o kaya sa mga tumitira na sa Cebu. So, ayun, kung minsan yung ano po, traffic, halimbawa, in my place, for example, from Cebu nga, which is 50 kilometers to Cebu City, kung minsan umaabot po ng sobra 1 hour ang travel for that 50 kilometers. Just imagine that. So, yung mga very congested area, yung traffic na area, hopefully, pag natapos na po itong nabanggit ko na the Cordova Cebu Link Expressway, ma-decongested na po yung traffic. So, alhamdulillah. And then, yung part of Talisay City, just imagine, and its neighboring municipalities like the Minglanilla or the Naga, this would really boom. You know what? When you travel in Cebu down south, malaki na yung pagbabago. Siguro yung ilan sa inyo have traveled 2 or 3 years ago. Sa ngayon po, ang development po talaga, these are now moving to the rural community. So this, the presence of yung mga halimbawa, yung mga establishment ay talaga they are already going down south, and not only down south but of course marami din on the northern part of Cebu, on the southwestern part of Cebu, of course in the northwestern part of Cebu. Napakaganda talaga pag mag-travel sa Cebu. Okay, of course I am sharing this with you not only that I am from Cebu o a Cebuana, but I believe for those who have gone to Cebu and the provinces of Cebu, you would really understand what I am sharing with you. Alhamdulillah. And mga kababayan, mga kapatid ko sa Islam, on the western part po, on the northwestern part of Cebu, di ba kanina nabanggit ko sa inyo yung place where the aircraft disaster happened, yung po kay yung kay late President Ramon Magsaysay. That was Balamban. You know what? Ang Balamban ngayon, this is known to be a shipping yard in Cebu. So just imagine that Balamban area is now an area of which marami nang dumadayo and marami na mga kababayang mga Cebuano are really enjoying not only the place but as well as nagkakaroon po sila ng pangkabuhayan with the presence of this shipping yard or shipping industry. Alhamdulillah. Yes, and aside from that, talking about yung halimbawa pag nag-tour kayo ng Cebu, of course, your visit to Cebu could be due to its historical reason, for cultural purposes. For example, in Cebu, we have this what we call the Fort San Pedro. The Fort San Pedro. This is the oldest triangular bastion fort of the country dated back in 1590. Hanggang ngayon po, our government is trying to preserve the fort po. Of course, pag nakapunta kayo sa Cebu, don't miss, ha? Talaga, you need to visit this Fort Fort San Pedro. I mean the Fort San Pedro. And then, aside from this, of course, for the historical, for example, for the historical reason of coming back to Cebu, well-known po yung tinatawag natin yung Magellan's Cross and the Basilica del Santo Niño. So, ilan lang po ito sa aking mababanggit that within the city. And siguro familiar din po kayo yung May Taoist Temple din po in sa Cebu City. That is going going in Lahog. Yes, Lahog po, alhamdulillah. And that portion po. Yes, alhamdulillah. Okay, so kanina po nabanggit ko about people, about places, and sa mga universities, and mga iba't iba pong opportunities ng Cebu. Let me share with you. I am so excited to share with you. I-mention ko lang ilan sa mga places of which you have to consider visiting Cebu po. Alhamdulillah. May ano po tayo, this for example, sa first district po, let me check on my notes. Alhamdulillah, I have some notes here. Nagagamit ko rin ang notes ko po. Alhamdulillah. So for the tourist destinations and its name, halimbawa yung sa first district, when we say the first district, this comprise sa Talisay, Danaga, Carcar, Minglanilla, San Fernando at Sibunga. So on this first district po, sa Talisay po, lalo na sa mga mahilig sa mga sa paglalakwatsa o kaya sa pag-travel. Sa Talisay po, isa nito yung kilala po yung Crocolandia. And in Naga, there is that Naga City Boardwalk. In-improve po ng Naga talaga ang lugar. Alhamdulillah, this Naga po, yung mabanggit ko lang po sa inyo, this is one of the municipalities of which isa sa mga municipality po ito na which may electric power corporation po sa sa Naga. And of course, with the presence of this industry, umusbong talaga ang Naga. And alhamdulillah, kabuhayan ng mga tao, ng mga taga-Naga talaga ay nag-i-improve. Okay? When you go down south, this is still in the first district, lalo na po sa Carcar, may Sundance Farm din po. Alhamdulillah. Siguro sa ilan sa inyo, you are familiar with yung pagkain na ampaw. Ang ampaw po ay galing, known po ang Carcar of having this ampaw. Aside from that, yung another industry po that is existing in Carcar, noon po talaga booming yung sa shoe factory po of Carcar. Alhamdulillah. And I believe the shoe factories which really was in Carcar, nag-i-employ ng maraming mga Carcaranon, kaya sa mga this really helped it is already a city yung Carcar po, alhamdulillah. And of course, lumalaki ang population, mga establishment, dumarami, yung mga institutions of course, they are also well known on this po, alhamdulillah. And then pag pupunta po kayo rin sa Minglanilla, mga kapatid, may man-made forest din po sa Minglanilla. And sa San Fernando, there is that what we call the Bacalia Woods campsite. And sa sa Sibunga, alam niyo, mas kilala yung barangay Simala of Sibunga because of the Simala Shrine. Maraming dumadayo, mga Catholic, they really go visit the Simala Shrine, especially yung in the month of September po. Ito po, mas kilala yung Barangay Simala of Sibunga because of this Simala Shrine. That shrine po is managed by monk. Okay? And then, let's go to the second district. Ano naman yung sa second district? Ilan lang po yung maibigay po sa inyo because we don't have enough time, but I hope that you got an idea po kung sakaling nandito kayo sa Cebu, alin kayo to spend time with your loved ones, your family, and yung mahilig sa mag-hiking, ito, nasa second district po, yung marami pong mga lugar of which talaga suited sa mga mountaineers, yung mahilig sa mountaineering, yung mahilig sa mga mountain climbing, and ilan po sa mga babanggitin ko, halimbawa yung Alcoy, the municipality of Alcoy, this is known of its Tinko Beach, Alcoy. And then yung mahilig sa mga mountain climbing, nasa Dalagete po. Dalagete, yung Osminia Peak, Casino, Lugsangan Peak, Candonga Peak, Strawberry Farm. Oh, may strawberry farm pala dito sa sa southern part of Cebu. So, yung mahilig sa strawberries, so no need to go to, for example, Baguio and enjoy strawberries there. Punta na kayo dito sa Dalagete, Cebu dahil may strawberry farm pala dito, alhamdulillah. And meron din pong sunflower farm. So yung mga parang mahilig sa mga yung tinatawag nilang parang Instagrammable site, o doon magbisita kayo sa Dalagete dahil kagaya na sabi ko, there is that Osminia Peak. Makikita talaga ninyo. Of course, hindi ko pa po napuntahan yun. I was planning way back, siguro, hindi pa dumating yung pandemya. I was planning with my daughter to visit that area. But alhamdulillah, hindi po natuloy. Baka kayo mas mauna pa sa akin, kayo yung hindi from Cebu. Okay, so, yung sa Uslob naman, yung mahilig mag-swimming at the same time enjoy the underwater scene. Punta po kayo sa Uslob dahil doon po yung may whale shark of Uslob. So mahilig po kayo mag-whale watching, punta po kayo sa Uslob. That is in the southeast part of Cebu. Of course, nasa second district na po yan. And of course, parang katapat, or I mean, next, may island po, parang adjacent to, I don't know if that's the right term that I would use, katapat po ng Oslob, may Sumilon Island. And marami rin pong turista na pumupunta doon. Sumilon Sandbar. Just imagine the places that I have been describing to you. Of course, you can check po nito sa mga different YouTube clips po. Marami namang pumupunta rito, and inshallah, alhamdulillah, you would really experience, even for virtual experience lang po, magkakaroon talaga kayo ng para bang that would give you at least a calming effect po sa inyo. Lalo na pag bumisita talaga kayo. And then, sa Uslob din, there is what we call the Tumalog Falls. And then, going further po, there is what we call Sambuan. There is that, the Kawa bath. You know what is Kawa? Okay. Kawa, that is yung bang used for cooking, used for frying. So kawa, there is that big, para bang frying pan, the Kawa bath at Fantasy Lodge Dao Falls, Alhamdulillah. Marami po pala kayong mabibisitahan dito po sa Cebu. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So, I think for the meantime, iyon lang po ang aking ma-share sa inyo. Hopefully po sa susunod po nating episode of this Cebu, magkakaroon po tayo ng konting idea, lalo na sa mahilig sa mga mag-take ng picture o kaya yung sa mahilig sa yung pagkuha ng view using the drone. Ini-invite ko po isa sa mga kapatid ko na Muslim that he's really passionate into photography. And might as well, you will learn from him, especially before or prior to coming back or coming to Cebu, you now have an idea on what to do when you visit places that are in Cebu. Alhamdulillah, inshallah. Okay, so sa ating mga kapatid, nawa po'y nabigyan ko kayo ng glimpse of what is Cebu City, what is Cebu Province, and why is it called the Queen City of the South. Sa muli po, thank you sa inyong pakikinig and sa mga, sana po mag-like, mag-share at mag-subscribe po kayo sa YouTube channel po ng GPTV 168. And thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh po sa inyong lahat.